the weather plays a huge factor in builds that are outdoors, as well as other things like trampolines or boat covers. You always see those funny clips, and I guess not funny, it's kind of dangerous, but those clips of like a tornado going through and you see somebody's trampoline going down the neighborhood. So it's important to keep in mind the weather and kind of plan accordingly. And we've seen some clever things in the community for anchoring conduit builds in the ground and keeping them sturdy, whether it be a freestanding enclosure with metal stakes in the ground with conduit over top of it. That works well. And we also saw recently from Kevin a solution, and we actually tested these a long time ago, and they worked really well, but he recently shared an outdoor shower where he used them, and it kind of reminded us of how good of a solution that these were. And these are what's known as like a ground spiral anchor. And this one is made specifically by a company called Vortex, and that's the most common one I've seen at Lowe's and Home Depot. Basically, it's a spiral anchor. It has this kind of coil, it looks like a coil spring almost, but it's just this spiral steel piece that has a barb on the end, and it allows you to basically stick it into the ground and apply some pressure and screw it into the ground. And then it has this hook on the top that kind of hinges back and forth, but it's the perfect diameter to actually accept conduit inside of it. So this means you can anchor your conduit build really easily, and you can actually anchor it in a couple of ways. You could do this where the conduit runs through this hook, but you could also use a strap and basically pull a structure tight towards the ground. You know, if you have like a greenhouse that maybe doesn't have a horizontal bar on the ground, but it has verticals, you know, you could attach a strap to the structure somewhere and then go down to the ground into one of these, pull it tight, and use that as an anchor. It's a really great solution, and they have three different options, this company does. There's an 8-inch version which can hold up to 125 pounds. They have a 10-inch version that can hold 275 pounds, and then they have a 16-inch version which is supposed to be able to withstand up to 425 pounds before it pulls out of the ground. So a really strong solution, and it's just a really great thing to use in builds. And once you put it into the ground and start screwing it in and you kind of get it going, it's good to have a piece of conduit or something that you can stick in there and keep spinning it around. But as you can see, it really digs into the ground and has it really strong. I mean, that's not going anywhere. So that's really awesome, and it's a great way to secure builds. And like I said, other things like trampolines or really anything outdoors that you want to anchor to the ground. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you in the next video.